Hey everyone, it's JC. I'm here with just a quick question today, and I know it may seem weird, but go with me on this for a minute. It's been on my mind. The question is simple. You may have found my channel because you're interested in weight loss, and this is a faith-based Christian weight loss. Like, we talk about that sometimes. So if that has been like, okay, I have to do this, my question then is, do you have the bandwidth required right now to deal with this, to go through the actual healing process to lose weight? And the reason I use the word bandwidth, I'm not lying. I was in the thesaurus because I thought that was a weird word. I'm like, I probably need to find a better word. But then I looked up the definition. I wrote it down. The definition of bandwidth is the energy or mental capacity required to deal with the situation. The energy or mental capacity required to deal with a situation. Do you have the bandwidth? And the reason I say that is because what we've probably done in the past is just slapped on some diet. And diets don't take a lot of bandwidth. The rules are written. Here's what you eat. Here's the calories. Just go. I mean, yeah, sometimes it takes meal prep and all that. But a diet is not getting to the root of what's driving the food issues. So on my channel, we have talked about root cause healing through the power of the Lord, letting him peel back the layers, letting him dive deep with you and look at what's causing the weight gain in the first place so that can be healed at the root level, and then it will take care of itself naturally. But that takes bandwidth. It takes mental and energy, capability. And some of us are booked so tight, high stress. Maybe we have a lot on our plate, some really difficult things going on. First, I would invite you to assess, do I have a little bit of bandwidth? I'm not talking a ton, but some mental space to give to this, some time to give to the Lord. And my book's so tight, I'm like, yeah, Lord, heal me, please. But I maybe have 3 minutes a day to even think about this. He's not going to force healing on us. So I thought of 3 answers. If you are deciding where you sit on this spectrum and you are feeling pretty maxed out, and like, I already am dealing with this and this and this. I hear it a lot in coaching. I hear like, I want help, JC, but then I hear like, yeah, but I have all the things on my plate, and I get it. We're parents, have jobs, we have lives, we have stress, we have church responsibilities. Like, I get it. Here's 3 options. If you come and consider this question with me today, one option may be, no, I don't. I don't. It may not be the time to tackle this beast, because if you try to throw a diet in the mix, it's a recipe for disaster. It's one more failure, messing up your metabolism even more. Maybe it's just not the time. Take a deep breath. It will come. Maybe just recognizing, I just can't right now. That's okay. That's okay. Maybe what we're going to do is work toward moving things off our schedule and clearing out the space to let the Lord guide us and direct us and work with us and teach us and help us reframe this whole area of our lives. Maybe that would be the other option. Number 1, maybe I just don't. Number 2, maybe, okay, I need to clear out. I need to say no to some things. I need to make room for this. And that means stopping some things or dialing back on the stress level. You know, when something really matters, and if you feel the Lord prompting you to start walking in this direction, it may take creating more bandwidth. So you have time every single day. Again, not an hour even, but just time every day to at least commune with the Lord, receive his instruction, chew on it during the day, try some new things. It takes time and energy to learn a new lifestyle. Another answer to that may be, if you're overwhelmed and you're like, wait, I want to lose weight, but I don't have any bandwidth for it. It may be that you start with a prayer that says, help me create it. Help me see what's needless in my life, the clutter that I can clear out, to have room for this, to have room for you. It may be that we spend a lot of time, like we do have set time that we spend in prayer or in scriptures or devotional and journaling. Maybe we bring the Lord, along and say, can we devote that time, my spiritual time? This is healing. This is a healing journey. It would absolutely be worthy of your, reserved time, your quiet time that you've reserved with him. Maybe those are the times to bring him the questions. But then also later in the day, or when you're in the car, instead of listening to one more podcast or being on the phone with somebody, or maybe making sure that during the day we're setting aside those times to go to listen, to look at maybe why you were triggered with food today, to see the patterns that he's starting to reveal. We've got to have the attention to offer him some at least. And if we feel like that's too much, we can ask him, show me how to do that. But I think the main reason I wanted to record this is to say, we need to recognize, because I have people zooming into coaching like, yeah, I need help with this. And they just start telling me about their life. And one lady was like, yeah, I work 2 jobs and I have, kids and I'm dealing with this. And I was like breathless after listening to her description. I was like, you don't have any bandwidth left over to actually do this the way it needs to be done. So, and the more I kind of pressed with her into that space, she wouldn't give an inch. Well, no, I can't let go of that. I can't let go of that. And I get it. Like I said, it may not be time. But the other answer may be that we are holding some things that the Lord is like, listen, if you would let me clear your schedule a little bit, you and I would have the time to heal this. And it will be so worth it in the end. And it won't always be like that. You'll get to a new normal that just gets set, and your bandwidth can be given to other things. Does that make sense? Okay, I probably said too much. But think about that. Recognize where you are in your life. Yes, you may want to lose weight. If you're just going to throw one other diet at it, just some fad diet, or I was going to say go on medication, but I need to be careful with that. That can sometimes be a tool, but it doesn't heal the root cause. I deal with patients that are on GLPs and medication, and if that works for you, I'm respecting that, but don't you believe that? Come with me and go, okay, that will help, but let's look at what is going on under the surface. That's the Lord's expertise, is under the surface, healing those deeper layers so that the body can calm down and no longer need the medication. That would be the hope. All right, that's enough for me today. I'm in the car, I'm running errands, so I'm off to the store, but prayers for you to create the bandwidth needed to find true healing through the Lord. He is able. Thanks, guys. Have a good week.